धरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेद्यसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायाः पतये नमः। कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविताशाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकिकोकिलम् अञ्जनानन्दनं वीरं जानकी शोकनाशनं कपीशमक्षहन्तारं वन्दे लङ्काभयङ्करं। नमोऽस्तु रामाय सलक्ष्मणाय देव्यै च तस्यै जनकात्मजायै। नमोऽस्तु रुद्रेन्द्रयमानिलेभ्यो नमोऽस्तु चन्द्रार्कमरुद्गणेभ्यः। ॐ नमः परमहंसास्वादितचरणकमलचिन्मकरन्दाय भक्तजनमानसनिवासाय श्रीरामचन्द्राय ॐ. So we are in 20th Sarga of Ayodhya Kanda and finished up to 44 shlokas. Something that I also discovered only yesterday along with you people was that how Rama breaks the news to Kausalya. It's very amazing. He never mentions the name of Kaikeyi. He says as though it's a very small thing. Father has asked me to go, so I'm going. And he finishes the entire thing in 4 or 5 shlokas over. So in one shloka, he's going to say, okay, I'm going to tell you something which is going to be terrible. And in 4 shlokas, in fact, in 3 shlokas, he says what he has to say. And in the 4th shloka, he's even summarizing. In 5 shlokas, the entire story is over. Very less he talks here. And I remember very nicely how he breaks the news to Sita. By the time he goes to Sita Devi, already he is dejected. His face gives in and Sita Devi herself asks, "You look disturbed. What happened, etc." So even today we see the connection between wife and husband. Of course, I am not married, so I don't know. But what I have observed, so between wife and husband, the connection is like that. The wife can easily recognize if there is something wrong. As even I'm saying it, I'm getting goosebumps. The relationship between Rama and Sita is like that. So as soon as Sita Devi sees him, she can recognize, find out something is wrong, and she herself asks, "Why are you like this? Your mood seems to be dejected. This is an happy occasion and everything." And then Rama actually as good as breaking down only, and he says in detail, this is what has happened, this is what Kaikeyi has asked for. He has, my father has given her 2 boons, etc. Here nothing of that sort. So that it also speaks of how Rama is very dignified. He doesn't, I don't want to use a word, but there is a word, that we use. So because this is Ramayana class, I'm not using the word. When we speak badly about some people in their absence or anything, Rama doesn't do like that, at least not in front of his mother. So it also shows that he equally respects Kaikeyi like he respects Kausalya. That's why he never abuses Kaikeyi Devi in front of Kausalya Devi. Very dignifiedly he says, this is what father has asked me to do and I am going to do. Not that he is going to abuse Kaikeyi later in front of Sita also. That is reserved only to Lakshmana perhaps, as far as I remember. Let us see when we go there. But he says this is what Kaikeyi has asked for, and therefore this is going to happen. Of course he will say, you need not come, you stay here, etc. That is a different thing, we will see. But it is a revelation for me to also notice that how he breaks the news to Kausalya here. He doesn't mention the name of Kaikeyi at all, and because he said father is giving this Rajyam to Bharata, she understands, perhaps she does all her inference, etc. So and then comes that perhaps Kaikeyi has some role to play in this. And then she also recounts how her life so far has been, especially after marrying to Dasharatha, after getting married to Dasharatha, and after Dasharatha eventually got married to Kaikeyi. So she has always been given just an official role, not much love from the husband. And because see, when there are sapatnis, so till recently in Hinduism also this what is this called, polygamy was there, right? After Hindu Code Bill, after independence, it was abolished for good. So I have nothing against it. But then, so when there are sapatnis, when there are co-wives like this, so if the husband is not dear towards one, obviously the others will neglect her. So that is a very common thing we have seen also. I mean, we hear stories those days, so of kings marrying and princes marrying, taking more than one wife, and the head wife is always kept for ceremonial roles and neglected also. So that is how Kausalya is also treated, and she herself says later, Dasharatha, I think Dasharatha also said a little earlier, later also he is going to say, so he told this to Kaikeyi that looking and listening to your words, I have neglected Kausalya. He is going to tell it to Kausalya also. So this is what has happened. So I have always ill-treated you, etc. So that also we have observed. And one more thing, so this is not something that I missed last time, but then also Upasurinvati Lakshmane is very important, because so she wants some kind of, so she knows perhaps that Rama is not going to rebel against his father or anything. So, but then she takes care that Lakshmana is around. Lakshmana is always around. Like I told you, there is no Rama without Lakshmana in the entire Valmiki Ramayana. So when Lakshmana is around, she is speaking, and then we will see the reaction. So that one Upashrinvati Lakshmane will take us to the next 2-3 chapters, and Lakshmana speaks very harshly actually against his father. And then what is Kausalya's reaction to Lakshmana's words? So all this is very important. I'm just giving you some what they say feelers so that you will keep, I mean, be on the watch out, look out for these things. Upashrinvati Lakshmana is a very small but very important expression there. Valmiki is making that observation that Kausalya is saying this while Lakshmana is around. So that, and then that leads to, I have said this, I'm just recollecting. So that leads to the next 2-3 chapters where Lakshmana is going to speak very harshly against his father, etc. So we have come up to 44th shloka. We have finished. Kaikeyi is just recounting and saying, so when you are here only, this was the treatment that was meted out to me. If you are gone, if you are sent away to the forest, so my treatment will be, so the way they treat me will be even more worse. And at least so far I was looking at you and there was some happiness for me. If you go away, then what will I look up to? Whom will I look up to? What will give me any happiness anymore? There is no point in staying here anyway. All that she's going to eventually say. So she's continuing. So all her, I won't say complain or anything, but she is just recounting her life event. So that is continuing from shloka 45. दश सप्तच वर्षाणि जातस्य तव राघव अतीतानि प्रकाङ्क्षन्त्या मया दुःख परीक्षयम्. So this is one more shloka, one more what should I say, shloka in the Ramayana where some hints are given about Rama's age. So one shloka which we saw earlier in Balakanda was Una Shodasha Varsho me Ramaha. So when Dasharatha tells Vishwamitra, my son Rama is a little less than 16 years. Una Shodasha Varshaha. Here Kausalya is telling Dasha Sapta Varsha. So 10 and 7 years, 17 here. So we will come. And then Sita later says, so Samadvadasha Varsha Raghavasya Niveshane. So for 12 years I lived in Raghava's house. That also she is going to say. And then one more is Maricha also speaks about Rama to Ravana. There also he says, when I saw Rama, that time he was just 12 years old. And that's how he was. This all we have discussed in Balakanda itself while discussing Una Shodasha Varshaha. These people are just reminding some of those things here. So here 17 years you have to take from the time of his Upanayanam. So Upanayanam for Kshatriya is 11 years from Garbhavasam. That means 10 years after being born. So 17 years from his Upanayanam, which happened at 10 years. That means 27 years is Rama's age now. So Una Shodasha Varshaha, little less than 16. So when he was in his 16th year, you can say, so 15, 16 between that. And then Sita Devi says, 12 years I lived with him, 27, that adds up. And Maricha's words later, that is, commentators have said already in Balakanda itself. So he was in a very deluded state at that time. So you cannot take his words as pramana. Maricha's word you keep aside. And you take Dasharatha's words, Una Shodasha Varshaha, and Sita Devi's words, and then here Dasha Shapta. See, some people, especially today's modern researchers, they give prominence to Maricha's statement. So because that clearly says Rama was 12 years old. And all this they will kind of connect in some way. So ultimately, Mahatmas that I have heard of, so great scholars on Ramayana, Mahabharata, etc., they always say Rama was 27, 28 years when he went to the forest. So Dasha Sapta here, it makes sense to calculate this from his Upanayanam because she's speaking about her expectancy of Rama being the king. So he would have been the king. So one primary requirement for Kshatriya to become the king. So his Upanayanam should have happened perhaps. So from that time I have been thinking of you being the king, etc. So also as a mother, as a small child, so what can he do? So at least when 10 years he is enough, 10 years old. From that time onwards, I have been, for 17 years I have been looking. That is what she is telling here. So Dasha Saptacha Varshani Jatasya Tava Raghava, He Raghava Rama, Tava Jatasya Jata. So here Tava Jatasya means of you who is born here. So here Janma should take the, so the Dvija Janma, the second Janma, that is for Kshatriya also Upanayana Samskaram is there. So from your Upanayana time, Dasha Saptacha Varshani, 17 years, Atitani. So 17 years have passed by. So Asitani I think is one more part. So Asitani means I have lived for, so I have spent 17 years from your birth. That is one way. or atitani means 17 years have passed from your birth. So here birth you should take as his Upanayanam, like I told you. Atitani maya. So maya dukkha parikshayam prakankshantya. So these 17 years have passed, atitani, or asitani have been lived by me, spent by me. How? Prakankshantya, expecting. How? What? Expecting what? So dukkha parikshayam prakankshantya. Maya means by me these 17 years have been spent since your birth. Dukkha parikshayam prakankshantya. So the end of all my dukkham. I was expecting someday this Rama will become the king. Now that his Upanayanam is over, he will be the king, he will be coronated, and then so I've been waiting for that day. That's finally my dukkham will come to an end. That is what she's telling. Dasha saptacha varshani jatasya tava raghava atitani prakankshantya maya dukkha parikshayam. So Tilakakara writes a lengthy commentary here, and he also gives some Mahabhashyam of Panini. So not Panini, Patanjali's Mahabhashyam, etc. He quotes and says this Dasha Sapta you can understand as Dasha, Dasha, and Sapta. So 27. That also fits. He's giving some. So Igyana Samprasaranam, the Samprasaranam, that sutra is there. So it's a very famous sutra. So he's quoting Mahabhashyam on that sutra and saying, so this is allowed. You can repeat that thing. Sometimes, so the example that he's giving also I'm telling you, this is from Mahabhashyam. So suppose somebody says Pravisha Pindam. So Pravisha Pindam there means two sentences there. So Griham Pravisha Pindim Bhakshya. So Pravisha Pindim, that is what somebody is saying. So come, food. Suppose somebody says means what? Come inside the house and have food. Like that. So sometimes you can drop words in sentences also. So that is what he is trying to say. Dasha has been dropped. Dasha, Sapta. You can take that way. Vastu Tastu, he is telling. First he is giving the example explanation that from his Upanayana Samskaram count 17 years, or Vastu Tastu. So in fact, this could have been another explanation that following Mahabhashya rule, you can interpret it this way also. So whatever you want to take, finally, I would be happy if you come to the conclusion that 27 years or 28 years have been passed since Rama's birth, actual birth, by the time he's going to the forest. Now, okay, 17 years I have spent expecting my dukkham will come to an end. My dukkham will come to an end means I was expecting you will be the king someday, and thereby my dukkham will come to an end. Tadakshayam mahad dukkham notsahe sahitum chirat viprakaram sapatninam evam jirna piraghava he raghava Rama. Evan Jirnapi, after being so old also, so for so many years I have lived. If Dasharatha has 60,000 years, you can imagine how old Kausalya will be. Evam Jirnapi, in this way I have become old. That is, Jirna means old here. So Evam Jirnapi, tad mahad dukkham, tad akshayam mahad dukkham sahitum chirat sahitum notsahe raghava he raghava Rama. So that akshayam means, so it is always replenishing, never comes to an end. Tad akshayam mahad dukkham. So this akshayam, tat mahad dukkham, which is akshayam, that great sorrow. So the great difficulties that I have been subject to, which is akshayam, never ending, and mahat, it is great difficulty. Chirat sahitum notsahe. I cannot bear this forever. So it looks like there is no end to my dukkham. That chirat sahitum notsahe na utsahe. I cannot bear these difficulties forever. So what is that dukkham? Viprakaram sapatninam. This insult. Viprakaram means insult, etc. So slighting of sapatnis. That sapatninam viprakaram. Evan jirnapi. At least after getting old, they can leave me alone in peace. That they are not doing in this age. Also, I have to face those slighting of sapatnis. So this mahad dukkham I cannot face forever, he Rama, he Raghava. Apashyanti tava mukham paripurna shashiprabham kripana vartaishyami katham kripana jivika. So without looking at your face, which is like moonlight. So paripurna shashiprabham, tava mukham, your face, which is paripurna shashiprabham. Paripurna shashi means so purna chandra. Paripurna shashiprabham, your mukha kanti is like full moon's kanti. So that kind of beautiful face of yours, apashyanti, without looking at that beautiful face of yours. So kripana, aham kripana, this helpless me, katham kripana jivika vartaishyami. So kripana jivikam is one more patha, seems to be better. Kripana jivikam means this helpless life of mine. Katham vartaishyami, how can I lead anymore without looking at you? Or kripana jivika, both can be adjectives to aham. Me who's helpless, me whose life has always been this very pitiable life I have been having, such kind of me, without looking at your very pleasant face, katham vartayishyami. So there, then kripana jivikam katham vartayishyami, if you take, you have to say this very sorrowful life, how long will I, how will I lead? That you can say. Or kripana jivika, if you take, then you have to say katham vartayishyami, means how will I live? So without looking at your beautiful face. Upavasaischa yogaischa bahubhischa parishramaihi. दुःख संवर्धितो मोघम त्वं हि दुर्गतया मया. सो दुःख संवर्धितः त्वं, सो त्वं मोघम दुःख संवर्धितः, you have been raised by dukkha. That is what she is trying to say, because I have done all this upavasa, yoga, and many bahubhihi parishramaischya. So with great effort I have been, with great difficulties I have brought you up, and all that has gone in vain. So mogham means it has all gone in vain. So tvam mogham dukkha samvardhitaha, with great difficulties you are samvardhitaha, you have been raised. So what are those difficulties? Upavasaihi yogaihi. So upavasaihi, so these are, they are giving yogaihi means upasanas, etc. Devata upasana, all that I did. Bahubhihi parishramaihi, with great efforts I had to put in bringing you up. So you are dukkha samvardhitaha. And then durgataya maya. Durgataya means bhagyahinaya maya. So durgataya means me. So I am durgata. That is, I have been bhagyahina, by such a me, unfortunate me. You have been raised up with so much dukkham, but all that has gone in vain. That is what she is telling. So okay, so durgataya bhagyahinaya maya bahu parishrama janaka janakaihi upavasaihi. So bahu parishrama janakaihi, this bahu parishrmaihi upavasaihi, this bahu parishrmaihi is an adjective for upavasaihi and yogaihi. This yoga, that is dhyanam, ishwararchanam, etc., and upavasam, which is due to, and which is done by making great efforts. Bahu parishram, bahubhischa parishramaihi upavasaihi yogaihi. Dukkham yatha, so dukkham yatha syat tatha vardhitaha. Dukkha samvardhitaha means, so with great difficulties you have been brought up, and all that has gone in vain. If now all, so it's like we say, you know, he has been raised as a pig for slaughter. So it's like I have raised you only so that at this age, this young age, you will have to go to forest. It looks like this is the result of all my puja, archana, etc. So earlier in 45th shloka, when she said dukkha parikshayam, so not there. Yeah, 46th shloka, there is mahad dukkham. So that akshayam mahad dukkham, she said in 46th shloka. Tilakakara is telling why it is endless, because the end to my dukkha would have been you being the king. Now looks like if you are going to go to the forest, who knows, 14 years again, will you come back and become the king? We don't know what happens. In fact, that was Kaikeyi's original plan also, so that forever, if Rama has to be kept away, so for 14 years, if you keep him away from people's eyes, so out of sight is out of mind, etc. So all that was her plan. So who knows? So maybe this Rajam will never come back to you. Therefore, this is Akshayam Mahad Dukkham, because the end for my dukkha would have been you being the king, but looks like that is never going to happen. So that was Tilakakara. I forgot to mention there, so I am saying here. Upavasaischa yogaischa bahubhischa parishramaihi dukkha samvardhito mogham tvam hi durgataya maya. By this unfortunate me with great difficulties, I have brought you up. You have been brought up by this unfortunate me with great difficulties, but all of that has now gone in vain. Sthiram nu hridayam manye mamedam yanna diryate pravrishiva mahanadya sprishtam kulam navam bhasa. So now she is, so very often used expression we also say, so we often use this for other people. So you are very stone hearted, we say. So Kausalya is telling, I seem to be very stone hearted, because after listening to this news I am still alive. My heart has not broken into 1,000 pieces. That is a great wonder. She is going to repeat this again and again in the coming shlokas also. Sthiram nu hridayam manye. So mama hridayam sthiram manye. Nu means indeed. Indeed, my heart is very sthiram. Sthiram here means so sthiram means strong, but she is using that as a ninda for herself, because she is going to say later, my heart is made of iron, etc. Sthiram nu hridayam manye. Mama idam hridayam, this heart of mine, sthiram manye, looks like it's very too strong. It is like a stone. So yat means here, so yasmat, because of which reason This is nadirya. This hridayam nadiryate. Nadiryate. Diryate means it is not breaking into pieces. It's not, what should I say, bursting out. So nadiryate. Yasmat nadiryate. Tasmat mama hridayam idam sthiram manye. That's what she's saying, and she's giving an example for that. Pravrishi. Pravrishi means in Varsha Kalam. So in rainy season, Pravrishi Mahanadyaha Kulam. So Kulam means Tatam, the bank of a Mahanadi. Mahanadyaha Kulam. Navambhasa Sprishtam. So Navambhasa means Nava Ambha. Ambha means water. Navambhasa means by newly brought waters. When it rains, somewhere, so this newly waters come, new waters come. That's the idea, which breach the banks. So Navambhasa Sprishtam Kulam Iva. So like a Kulam bank that has been touched by here means breached by newly brought waters in the rainy season. What will happen to the bank? So if there is a tank bund, we have a tank bund in Hyderabad, which is strong, thankfully. But if it is a weak bund around the tank or the banks of a river, when waters come with great force, it breaks up. So these days, of course, with stone, etc., they build the bund, whatever. So like that, newly brought waters breaks the banks of a river. My heart, unlike that bank, it is not tearing up, it's not bursting, and therefore my heart seems to be strong. She's not meaning it as a compliment. You have to understand the sentiment. She's saying, so I'm stone hearted, so why am I not yet dead? That is what she's trying to say. Mamaiva nunam maranam na vidyate nachava kashosti yamakshaye mama yadantakodyeva namam jihirshati prasahya simho rudatim mrigimiva. So mamaiva nunam maranam na vidyate. Definitely looks like my death is not going to come to me. Mama nunam means indeed. Mama maranam na vidyate eva. Looks like there is no death around for me. So why there is no death around for me? Because yamakshaye mama avakashaha nasti. Looks like there is no slot for me in yamakshaya. She's hoping here. So she's hoping I am dead. I hope I die. I wish I could die listening to this news. I wish I could go to Yamaloka at this news. That is what she's trying to say. It's Kavita, you have to understand. So Yamakshaye means in Yamapuri. So Yamapurau, mama avakashaha here means space. That is some slot for me, looks like. So Nasti, there is no place for me in Yamakshaya. How do you know that there is no place for you in Yamakshaya, in that Yamaloka? Because if it were the case that there is some slot ready for me, Yama would have come by now and taken me away like a simha takes away a deer. That is what she's telling. Yat means again here yasmat, because antakaha is Yamaha. So antakaha adyeva namam jihirshati. So mam najihirshati. Yama is not taking me a jihirshatam. So jihirshati means, so he's not so anetum ichhati. He is not so anetum ichha jihirsha. He's not taking me away. So forcefully taking me away, but forcefully is not there. That forcefully is coming from the example that she's telling. So because Yama has not yet come and forcefully taken away my life from me, therefore I understand there is no death for me, there is no place for me in Yamaloka. So what is the example she is giving? Simhaha rudatim mrigim prasahya iva najihirshati. So like a simha would have, so rudatim mam, you can say. So me who is crying, that me, this Yama is not taking away. Like a simha mrigim, mrigi means a deer. So like a simha would prasahya means so killed or captured. So capturing or killing that mrigi deer, like a simha drags it away, like that. This, so prasahya here also means in a very helpless state. Prasahya najihirshati. Like that simha dragged away the deer on killing it, like that. So out of force. So this Yama is not taking me away. So I wish Yama takes me away. That is what she's trying to say. Sthiram hi nunam hridayam mamayasam nabhidyate yad bhuvino vidiryate anena dukkhena cha deham arpitam dhruvam hi akale maranam na vidyate. So dhruvam hi akale maranam na vidyate. This is a quotable quote. In a standalone basis, it's a very nice quotable quote. Akale maranam dhruvam hi na vidyate. Nobody dies before it is time for them to die. Okay. So even in suicide, etc. So there are two views about it. Suicide is people taking their lifespan in their own hands and dying before there is time. But then there is no such thing as dying before your time has come. So suicide is one nimitta for your maranam. Maranam will happen when your time in this world has gone away. So people speak in both ways. I like the second example. So suicide also is just a nimitta for your maranam. Anyway, that is a different thing. Akale maranam dhruvam hi navidyate. At akala means when it's not the right time for you. When your time is not yet up, then definitely there is not going to be death for you. That Kausalya is making that statement. Sthiram hi noonam hridayam mama ayasam. Mama hridayam sthiram hi. Sthiram hi here now definitely. Noonam means definitely. Sthiram is strong because ayasam. Ayasam means ayasa nirmitam. Ayas means iron. So mama hridayam ayasam, and therefore sthiram seems to be very strong. Nabhidyate yad bhuvino vidiryate. Yat again means yasmat. How do you know your heart is so strong? Because nabhidyate, it's not breaking down into pieces, and navidiryate, it's not cutting open. So here bhedanam and this vidaranam, Tilakakara is explaining bhedaha dvidha bhavanam. So nabhidyate means it's not breaking into two or cutting into two. Vidaranam means aneka chidra rekhavatvam. So it's not getting cut into so many porous way, so some holes are not falling. So she's telling, so my heart is not breaking up, it's not tearing up. Therefore, my heart seems to be very strong and seems to be made of iron, ayasam. So ayasam means ayasa nirmitam hridayam. Anena dukkhena cha deham arpitam. So why should your heart break? Because of this dukkham. Anena dukkhena mama deham arpitam. Deham arpitam means that has come to this deha. So that has come to me. This dukkham that has come to me. By that dukkham, my heart is not tearing apart. Indeed, my heart seems to be made of iron. And indeed, so I wish I could die. But then that also she's going to say, I wish I could die. But what she's saying is, so akale मरणं ध्रुवं हि न विद्यते इदं तु दुःखं यदनर्थकानि मे व्रतानि दानानि च संयमाश्च हि तपश्च तप्तं यदपत्यकाम्यया सुनिष्फलं बीजमिवोक्तमूषरे. So idam tu dukkham. So this indeed troubles me even more. Idam tu dukkham. This indeed is more troubling to me. What is that? Yat. Yat means here which. So that which. So that which means, so this is the cause for my dukkham. So what is that? Anarthakani me vratani danani sanyamascha. Sanyamascha, that is vratani, all the vratams that I have done, all the danams that I have done, all the sanyama, that is all devata radhana, upasana that I have done. Anarthakani, it all seems to have been vain. It does not give its phalam. Tapascha yad apatya kamyaya taptam. Apatya is a progeny, so some child. So apatya kamyaya, so with a desire to have a child, yad tapaha taptam, whatever tapas I have done, all that sunishphalam. So it has sunishphalam. Nishphalam itself means, so it has gone in vain, no prayojanam for that. So sunishphalam, so very nicely it has all gone in vain means what? So it has gone, so very disturbingly it has all gone in vain. That's the idea. So anarthakani means, so it doesn't. So anarthakani and sunishphalam, I don't know how to explain that. So anarthakani means, so it has not given, it has not yielded its desired result, and in fact it has given some contrary result, you can say like that. So it is sunishphalam, it has not given any result, and it has in fact given the anartha, it has given the opposite phalam also. That is all dukkham only has come to me. तप यदि ह्यकाले मरणं यदृच्छया लभेत कश्चित् गुरुदुःखकर्षितः गताः मध्येव परेत संसदं विना त्वया धेनुरिवात्मजेन वै. यदि अकाले मरणं यदृच्छया लभेत हि कश्चित् गुरुदुःखकर्षितः. So कश्चित् गुरुदुःखकर्षितः. Kashchit means, so somebody, so some particular man, some particular person. Gurudukkhakarshitaha, who's troubled by great dukkha. Guru dukkha karshitaha kaschit, some person who is troubled by so much sorrow in life. Yadi akale yadrichaya maranam labheta, if it is possible for such a person, yadi means if possible for that person to get maranam in akale, that is at a time when it is not yet time for him to die, at such a time, because he is being overpowered by so much sorrow, if yadrichaya, by his wish, if he could get maranam, even though if it is not time for him to die, then gataha madhyeva pareta samsadam. If that were possible, then me adyeva, today itself pareta samsadam gataham. Pareta means yama, pareta samsadam means yamapuri, yamaloka, gataham. Today itself I would have already gone, even before speaking so much to you, as soon as I heard that news, I would have gone already to yamaloka, if it were possible for a dukkhita person to die at his wish. But definitely that doesn't seem to be the case. So Vina tvaya dhenu rivatmajena vai. So why would you want to die? Because without you, what's the point in living? So tvaya vina, without you, I would have already gone to. Without you means without you being here, without you being around. If forest dwelling is in fact what you want to, what is befallen upon you, then without you around here, then I would have already gone to death. So I would have already died. Dhenuhu. So tvaya atmajena vina, without you, who's my son. So dhenuhu iva. So like a dhenu, like a cow. Without that calf, it cannot live. Like that, without you, I cannot live. I would have already died by now on listening to that news. Hey Rama. Athapi kim jivita madhyame vrtha tvaya vina chandra nibhanana prabha anuvrajishyami vanam tvayaiva gauhu sudurbala vatsam vatsam ivabhikankshya. So athapi kim jivita madhyame vritha. So athapi kim jivita madhyame vritha. Athapi kim means so what else? So now what else is there to be left? So what else is left to be done? Athapi kim athapi marana bhavepi tvaya vina tat sannidhim vina kim jivitam. So athapi kim jivitam. Athapi kim means so now what is left without you? So without you around, what is left? Athapi kim jivitam. What is the point in living now? Adyame vritha. So my living now is so without you who is so tvaya vina, without you who is chandra nibhanana prabha. Hey chandra nibhanana prabha. Hey Rama, who is anana prabha is like Chandra. So whose facial beauty is like that of a Chandra. Hey Rama, without you, what is the point in living? So vritha, and then me vritha jivitam, and then athapikim adya. So what else could be the purpose? There is no purpose for me to live anymore without you. Anuvrajishyami vanam tvaya eva. So tvaya, along with you, vanam anuvrajishyami eva. Definitely I am going to come along with you to the forest. So vanam anuvrajishyami. Anuvrajishyami. So anu, because you are going, therefore I am also going. So anuvrajishyami vanam tvaya eva. So how sudurbala gauhu vatsam abhikankshya eva. So like even a weak cow, so when it looks at the calf, so it follows the calf. So some scenes you can perhaps see in villages, the calf will be running around and the mother cow will be running behind it, something like that. So vatsam abhikankshya. Abhikankshya means so vatsalyena, out of love for that go vatsa, this cow who runs behind it, like that, something like that. So yeah. So kim jivitam means kutsitam jivitam. Kim jivitam means this is a useless life. So athapi kim jivitam. So what is the point in living this life means what? This is going to be a useless life without you around. So now she is finally telling slowly that I will also come along with you, hey Rama. If you are going to forest, there is no point in me living. I wish I could die, but that doesn't seem to be coming. So I cannot live here between these Sapatni people who they will be always insulting me. I better follow you to the Vanam. भृशम असुखम अमर्षिता यदा बहु विललाप समीक्ष्य राघवम व्यसनम व्यसनम उपनिशाम्य सा महत् सुतमिव बद्धम अवेक्ष्य किन्नरी. सो भृशम असुखम अमर्षिता यदा. सो भृशम असुखम सुखम. सो भृशम असुखम. असुखम मीन्स दुखम. भृशम दुखम अमर्षिता सहमाना. भृशम असुखम अमर्षिता. So she who is having to put up with so much dukkha, bhrisham asukham, so much dukkham, amarshita sahamana, she is bearing with so much dukkham, yada bahu vilalapa samikshya raghavam. So Raghavam samikshya, looking at Raghava, bahu vilalapa, she is crying a lot. I mean, she is lamenting a lot looking at Rama. So vyasanam upanishamya. So upanishamya here means, so somebody has written something about it. Upanishamya. So Upanishamya alochya. So Upanishamya vyasanam. So Mahat Vyasanam Upanishamya. Upanishamya means thinking about the Mahat Vyasanam, great Dukkham or Apada that has come to her son. Upanishamya, thinking about it. So Sutam Baddham Iva. So she concluded, my son is trapped in this. So in this, going to the forest, etc. Sutam Baddham Iva Nishamya Alochya. So this Kinnari Iva, like a Kinnari, this Kausalya, Avekshya, Sutam Baddham Avekshya, looking at her son who is bound by all this, dharma, etc. So Baddham Avekshya, this Kinnari Bahu Vilalapa, she cried a lot. भृशम असुखम अमर्षिता यदा बहुविललाप समीक्ष्य राघवम व्यसनमुपनिशाम्य सा महत्सुतमिव बद्धमवेक्ष्य किन्नरी इत्यार्षे श्रीमद् रामायणे वाल्मीकिये आदिकाव्ये अयोध्याकाण्डे 20th सर्गः. That was 20th chapter. Let us see for some more time 21st chapter. अथ एकविंशः सर्गः. तथा तु विलपन्तीं तां कौसल्यां राममातरम् उवाच लक्ष्मणो दीनस्तत्कालसदृशं वचः. So तथा तु विलपन्तीं तां कौसल्यां Lakshmanah uvacha. So that Lakshmanah, so Dinaha. So Dinaha Lakshmanah. So Lakshmana is also in the dejected state, you know. So that Lakshmana, Dinaha Lakshmanah. Dinaha, these people don't seem to have written anything. So just now I also remembered what are they saying about Dina. Doesn't seem to be saying anything. So Dinaha Lakshmanah Tatkala Sadrisham Vachaha Uvacha. To whom? Kausalyam Ramamataram. To Kausalya, who is Rama's mother, Lakshmana Uvacha spoke. Tathatu Vilapantim Tam. That Kausalya, who was thusly lamenting, to that Kausalya, this Lakshmana Uvacha, he spoke Vachaha, words he spoke to her. So Tatkala Sadrisham Vachaha, very important. Tatkala Sadrisham Vachaha means words appropriate to that context. Tatkala Sadrisham Vachaha. So Tatkala Sadrisham Rama Viyoga Hetuka Kausalya Dukha Pravritti Kalochitam. So words that are appropriate to be spoken to Kausalya at a moment when she is crying because of the possible Viyoga that is ahead of her. The Viyoga with her son, which is ahead of her, that she is thinking about and crying. And at that moment when she is crying, what is appropriate? Such kind of words Lakshmana is speaking. And Govindaraja also says the same thing, and he reminds us that means Lakshmana doesn't, at heart of hearts, he doesn't mean it, what all he's going to say, because he's going to say very terrible things going ahead in this chapter and later also. So he doesn't at heart of heart means he's just saying it so that Kausalya will get some kind of assuage, you know. Sometimes I have seen this myself. Somebody has asked me, personally, I'm not making this up. So some problem they have faced with somebody, and then I was trying to say, and then all of us feel like that also. So I was trying to give some counsel. Okay, it's okay. They have done something. It's their problem. So why are you worried and all that? So that person actually told me this is not how you should speak. You should say, so I wish you were such a person that I wish you could tell me that I will go and break his legs. So really somebody told like that. You should speak like that. Go and tell. You should tell me that I will go and break his legs. Who is he to speak like this, etc. You should say like that. So Lakshmana knows perhaps how to speak. So he is saying, so Tatkala Uchitam Vachaha, Tatkala Sadrisham Vachaha. Sadrisham here means appropriate. So appropriate to the context that they are in, appropriate to the time they are in, such kind of words this Lakshmana speaks. So Govindaraja is nicely saying, Tatkala Sadrisham Kausalya Dukha Kalochitam Etena Vakshyamana Lakshmana Vachanam Kevalam Kausalya Shoka Shantyartham Natu Sahridayam iti gamyate. So Natu Sahridayam means he doesn't mean it heart of hearts. Just for removing Kausalya's shoka in that moment, he's saying these words. Kausalya was also expecting that Lakshmana will say such words, and that's why she said so when Lakshmana was watching. In fact, when Kausalya gives her statement, you will be surprised. So I hope you will be surprised. Let us see. So after Lakshmana finishes speaking, which in some shlokas down the lane, so up to 19th shloka or something, he's going to speak. After that, Kausalya will say something. We will see what she says. But now, as of now, what Lakshmana is saying, Arochate mamapyetad arye yad raghavo vanam tyaktva rajya shriyam gachet striya vakya vashangataha. So, hey Arye, hey noble lady, hey mother here. So, hey Arye, hey lady, hey queen. So, mamapi etad narochate. Even I don't like what is happening. Etad means this, I also don't like what is happening. What is that? Yat Raghavaha Rajyashriyam Tyaktva Striyavakya Vashangataha Vanangachet. So yat means that which is happening around, that I also don't like. What is it? Raghavaha Ramaha. So Rajyashriyam Tyaktva, having given up this Rajyashri, that is Rajya Lakshmi, that is his kingdom, having given up this Rajyashriyam Tyaktva. So Striyavakya Vashangataha, having surrendered himself to the words of a woman, that is Kaikeyi's promise, etc. Having surrendered himself to that, so Vanam Gachet. So he is going to the forest. That all this I also don't like. So Mamapyetat Narochate. So here, so Shiromanikara again, I'm just telling for this shloka, but he gives very ingenious explanations for all shlokas here. Shiromanikara, what he's saying, so namam, mamapi etad narochate he arye yet raghavaha manam. So this Rajyashriyam striyat tyaktva, along with Sita, he is giving up this Rajyam and going. So Vakya Vashangataha is now no more Striya Vakya Vashangataha. So the Vakyas of a Stri, surrendering to that, he is going to the forest. That is the meaning others are giving. Shiromanikara is telling Striya Rajya Shriyam Tyaktva, giving up this kingdom along with Stri, that is along with Sita Devi, he is giving up the kingdom. And then Vakya Vashangataha, so he is under the control of the word that he has given to Brahma, etc. earlier, that I will go and kill Ravana. Under the control of those words, he is giving up all this and going, that I also don't like. Means what? So he is giving up. Why should he give up? We also will go behind him. It seems that is Lakshmana's intention. He is giving such meanings, very ingenious meanings for all shlokas. But simply what it means is, hey mother, I also don't like all these happenings. So that this Rama is giving up this Rajyam under the control of a woman's pratigna words, etc., which Kaikeyi's words. And then I don't like that Rama is going to the forest. विपरीतश्च वृद्धश्च विषयैश्च प्रदर्शितः नृपः किमिव न ब्रूयात् चोद्यमानः समन्मथः. This नृपः, that king who is viparitah. Viparitah means so prapta prakriti vaiparityaha. He is now become contradictory to his own earlier nature. That is viparitah. He has gone contradictory to his own nature. Viparitascha vruddhascha, this old man. Vishayaischa pradharshitaha, he who is now subdued by all the Vishyas, that is by attachment to Vishyas, he is subdued. Vishayaischa pradharshitaha, this Nrupaha king. Kimiva nabruyat, what will he not speak? All kinds of anartha things he will speak. What is he not capable of not speaking when he is in this situation? So Chodyamanaha is he who is instigated by Kaikeyi's words. Samanmathaha, why is he Vishayaischa pradharshitaha, subdued or overpowered by Vishayas? Because he is Samanmathaha, he is under the control of Manmatha. So much of passion towards Kaikeyi, and Chodyamanaha, he is being instigated by her, and therefore Vishayascha pradharshitaha, he is come under the influence of all these Vishayas, and therefore Viparitaha and Vruddhaha also. So this Nrupaha, Kimiva nabruyat, what does he not speak? So he can speak anything, any anartha, any shameless thing he can speak. So Kimiva nabruyat, anuchita shatamapi bruyat, tadvacho nashraddheyam iti rajagnya bhangaha katham karya iti shanka samahita. So this such a Raja's words, katham karyam, how can we follow such a Raja's ajna, who is now under the influence of Manmatha, and he is now old and he is under passion, and then he is being overpowered by Indriyas, etc. Such a king's words, how can we take as pramanam? How can we follow? That is what Lakshmana is telling. So for all this also, so Kimiva nabruyat, for everything Shiromanikara has very ingenious meanings, but we will not go to that. Okay, so let me see one more or two more shlokas perhaps, and then we will stop. Nasyaparadham pashyami napi dosham tatha vidham yena nirvasyate rashtrad vanavasaya raghavaha. Asya means Ramasya, of this Rama. So aparadham dosham va napashyami, I don't see any aparadha or any dosha that he has done. We will see what is that. Tathavidham means that kind of dosha or aparadha I don't see in him. That kind of means what? So yena rashtrat vanavasaya raghavaha nirvasyate tathavidham dosham aparadham va napashyami. So tathavidham means that kind of dosha or aparadha, means yena, by which dosha or aparadha Raghavaha Rama Rashtrat, from the kingdom, Vanavasaya nirvasyate. So he will be banished. He should be banished from the kingdom to the forest. Such kind of dosha or aparadha I don't see in Rama. So what is aparadham? Aparadham means fourth shloka. So aparadham is Pitru Vishayakam is aparadham. So any wrong committed towards the father is Pitru. So Pitru Vishayakam aparadham. Dosham is asamanjaderiva prajavadhadi patakam. So dosham is with respect to citizens in general. Remember Asamanjasa story which we have seen long back in Balakanda. There also I hinted, it's a very subtle way of saying Asamanjasa at least was banished from the kingdom because he had dosha. He was a sadistic kind of person. We have seen his story. So but this Rama, without any dosha on his part, he is being banished to the kingdom. I don't see any sense, I don't see any aparadham or dosham in him, because of which he has to be banished from this kingdom. and be sent to a forest. Natam pashyamyaham loke parokshamapi yo naraha swamitropi nirastopi yosya dosham udaharet. So we will see all this later. I'm just reading some shloka. So this is one new prakriya I find very convenient when I have no time to finish at that time. If I read the shlokas, then I'm just giving you the feeling. So let me just read some more shlokas. नतं पश्याम्यहं लोके परोक्षमपि यो नरः स्वमित्रोऽपि निरस्तोऽपि योऽस्य दोषमुदाहरे देवकल्पं ऋजुं दान्तं रिपूनामपि वत्सलम् अवेक्ष्यमाणः को धर्मं त्यजेत् पुत्रमकारणात् तदिदं वचनं राज्ञः पुनर्बाल्यमुपेयुषः पुत्रः को हृदये कुर्याद् राजवृत्तम् अनुस्मरन् यावदेव न जानाति कश्चिदर्थमिमं नरः तावदेव मया सार्धम् आत्मस्थं कुरु शासनं. He is telling Rama, before this news spreads out, first let us go and kill Dasharatha before everybody knows this news. So let us finish off with this job. Maya parshve sadhanusha tava guptasya raghava kasamarthodhikam kartum kritantasya vatishtatah निर्मनुष्याम इमाम सर्वाम अयोध्याम मनुजर्षभा करिष्यामि शरैस्तीक्ष्णैः यदि स्थास्यति विप्रिये भरतस्याथ पक्ष्यो वा यो वास्य हितमिच्छति सर्वांस्तांश्च वधिष्यामि मृदुर्हि परिभूयते. मृदुर्हि परिभूयते, very often quoted statement from Ramayana. प्रोत्साहितोऽयं कैकेय्या सन्तुष्टो यदिनः पिता अमित्रभूतो निस्संगं बध्यतामपि. So either we will put him in jail or we will kill him, this Dasharatha. गुरोरप्यविलप्तस्य कार्याकार्यम् अजानतः उत्पथं प्रतिपन्नस्य कार्यं भवति शासनं बलमेष किमाश्रित्य हेतुं वा पुरुषोत्तम दातुमिच्छति कैकेय्यै उपस्थितमिदं तव त्वया चैव मया चैव कृत्वा वैरम् अनुत्तमं कास्य शक्ति श्रियं दातुं भरतायारिशासना अनुरक्तोऽस्मि भावेन भ्रातरं देवि तत्त्वतः सत्येन धनुषा चैव दत्ते नेष्टेन ते शपे. हे Kausalya Devi, I am promising to you, as long as I am there, nothing can happen to Rama. I am there to take care of him. Deeptam Agni Nivaranyam Deeptam Agnim Aranyam va yadi Ramah pravekshati pravishtam tatramam Devi tvam purvam avadharaya. He Kausalya Devi, if Rama has to enter fire or if Rama has to go to forest, please understand that before Rama enters fire, I am already there in the fire. Before Rama has to go to forest, I am already there in the forest. That is what he is saying. That is, I will always be with Rama. Harami Viryat Dukkhante Tamas Surya Ivoditaha. So, hey Devi, don't worry, I will remove this shoka of you. Right now, immediately, I will go and kill this Dasharatha. Devi Pashyatu Me Viryam Raghavashchaiva Pashyatu. हरिष्ये पितरं वृद्धं कैकेय्यासक्तमानसं कृपणं च स्थितं बाल्ये वृद्धभावेन गर्हितं. सी नौ कौसल्या एतत्तु वचनं श्रुत्वा लक्ष्मणस्य महात्मनः उवाच रामं कौसल्या रुदति शोकलालसा. आफ्टर लिसनिंग टू लक्ष्मणा's words, Kausalya is telling something to Rama. What is she saying? भ्रातुस्ते वदतः पुत्र लक्ष्मणस्य श्रुतं त्वया यदत्रानन्तरं तत्त्वं कुरुष्व यदि रोचते. She is telling, see, your brother is, I am not saying anything, your brother is saying something. If you like it, I think you should implement it. That is what she's telling. So she's also giving permission. So your brother is telling something. Why don't yadi rochate kurushva? She is telling something. I think if you like it, you should be doing it. So please do if you like what your brother is telling. Bhratuste, your brother is telling. I am not telling anything. Let us see all this very interesting way he puts all these things. So we have finished up to 4th shloka. From 5th shloka onwards, we will see. Yatra yatra Raghunatha Kirtanam tatra tatra Krutamastakāñjalim बाष्पवारि परिपूर्णलोचनं मारुतिं नमत राक्षसान्तकम्. ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांतिः. हरिः ओम. श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. हरिः ओम. तत्सत्. श्रीरामार्पणमस्तु.